Welcome to Open Court Cases. This man thought he could beat eviction, but the judge caught something shocking. 2 cases filed at once. What happens next? Pure courtroom chaos.
Come on up here. That was just handed to me. Deerfield versus Castillo, 2600528 for non-payment of rent. Did you know that was pending?
Right to the podium, sir. You're next to me.
Did you know that was pending?
I don't think that there's a pending case on the non-payment.
Yes, there is. And
There was a judgment going on, wasn't there?
well, that's still pending. I mean,
Okay.
there was a judgment entered on March 5. Why are you guys filing 2 separate actions?
You have one, he hasn't made rent. And the other one is he's not following community rules. They're separate and distinct.
Did you know about this other case?
I didn't.
Why didn't you? Well, let's take care of the one I was out on, first of all. What do you want to say, Mr. Captain?
I mean, I was out there this morning. I mean, there's dog excrement that's sold, but there's actually blue brought in it. All right. I have photos. If Your Honor would like to see it.
I was out there.
Yeah.
I stood right next to you. I didn't see enough. I'm not throwing him out based on what I've seen. He's cleaned the property up immensely. So
let me ask Your Honor this.
you don't have to ask me anything. You can make an argument to me. You're not going to ask me anything. Go ahead.
So every single time that Mr. Castillo, he doesn't follow community rules, procedures. The only way to get him to do this is to get the court to have a judge go over there and look at his property twice. That's not right. Okay?
Okay.
No, that's not. So this is the promise keeping business. And Mr. Castillo has not kept his promises. We have. He has. I believe that we've proven enough just through the course of this individual case.
What was wrong with the property today?
What was wrong with it? Well, from the short time that I was there, the first thing that I looked at was dog food right on the overgrown lawn. I mean, you can
Overgrown lawn?
You want to see that? Come on, you're doing.
Mr. Captain, tone it down. I'm sorry. You're not going to argue with me.
I'm not arguing.
You're not going to yell at me. And I was there. I saw it.
Okay.
Let me see your photograph that you're going to tell me makes the lawn overgrown in the middle of March or the latter part of March.
Please.
I don't know if it's possible for a lawn to be overgrown in the latter part of March. What was that? What is this?
There's your dog excrement. It's been sitting there forever. And the reason why it's long is because he hasn't cut it. So it's been like that through the whole winter.
You got here, failed to maintain the exterior of your home and home site in accordance with the community rules and regulations by failing to paint or stain the steps, failure to power wash the home shed and awnings, failure to maintain landscape, failure to remove improperly stored outdoor items. I think those are pretty well done. Failure to remove debris and bulk items from the yard. Other than on the porch, where he had some things that I'm not excited about that aren't going to rise to the level of violation of community rules and regulations, I didn't see anything that was that bad. Failure to replace damaged window treatments. Failure to maintain the general clean appearance of the home sites. You're asking me for a just cause termination, and I'm not going to blame. There's not even a triable issue here at this point. I'm dismissing this case. Case dismissed. And Mr. Castillo, listen to me. He does raise a valid point. You can't live in a community. Now, if you lived out in Monroe County on your own property where there's nobody else, do what you want. I mean, as long as you're complying with city, township, city or township ordinances. You can't do this in a community. And I've gone on my way here. He's correct to go see the property twice because I hate to see you lose the home. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to remember this case, and it's going to come in front of me if it comes back here. And if I have to go out there and look at that property, I mean, this is twice, right? I went last Monday and this Monday. I'm going to remember it, and I'm not going to be forgiving about it. Do we understand? Fully and complete. Now, do you have the money? And I did not remember this was you, or I probably wouldn't have granted this, but I got this back in February. They never filed an application for a writ. This is for $1,766.73. Do you have that to pay?
I haven't looked at the people, right?
Judge, just to clarify, Judge, they did file a writ. It just has not been signed yet because we had court today.
I see.
Huh?
I see. You have that to pay today? Pardon?
I think right now.
Get the money. How do you have the money? Are you prepared to accept the cash?
No, because if it's past the 10 days, he should have paid it, Your Honor. And we demand a writ. I mean, that's what the law requires.
Why didn't you pay this?
I didn't pay due to that was advised. Keep on contact with because they can help my friend when I send it in December. After being after judgment to put it in for the 26th, I put it in. It was held until after the 2nd. It wasn't cashed due to this circumstance right here. Usually filing for this.
Okay, so you filed on the other one. They weren't accepting the rent.
They didn't accept my rent. I put the money orders in and they weren't cashed until after the new year. I had put them in on the 26th when I ordered and they weren't cashed when they returned to the office. So I was advised not.
Are you on this, or do you want me to get the lawyer that was on this? I don't know who was on this.
Yeah, I wasn't. I don't know what he's talking about. It doesn't even make sense.
Well, I'm not signing the writ without a hearing. So, Jennifer, I told you what I'm doing. I announced what I'm doing on the termination case. And on this one, I want you to set that. We don't know who was on this case.
Your Honor, if Your Honor would like to just maybe hold off, maybe a half hour, I can get prepared for whatever questions you have.
Well, you can get Mr. Levine. Mr. Levine's on the case, it looks like. It looks like. I could be wrong. I don't know who was on this. Who's got, it looks like a 3P number.
Oh, 3?
It looks like. It could be 6-3. I don't know. It looks like a parentheses and then 31797. I'm going to show you this signature. Maybe you can tell who from your office bears that signature.
No, that's it.
What was the P number?
Looks like David Levine, he's 31797.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, he's in Florida, so.
John R. Coon,
Oh,
John Artoon?
1797.
Is he with your firm?
no, that looks like David.
If they want to send you, they can send you. When did their office refuse to accept rent?
They took my money order. I turned it in on the 22nd.
Of what month?
26th of December. They won't cash till after. January 2nd. I called on January 2nd, he had no cash. And I know I called, probably, I believe it was 2 days later, it had no money.
Well, why didn't you pay the February and March one?
I was told to just leave everything in.
By who?
I called him. He told me.
Okay, I don't want you to know. I don't want to know what your lawyer told you. You're going to have to file a motion to set aside the default. That's what's going to happen. And I'm going to set the date for motion for entry or for entry of a writ. You bring your money. You understand?
Yeah.
I know. Well, don't forget it. You come in person. Although they won't have anybody here in person. I'll figure it out. You bring your money.
I have a pay today.
Not really, because you have a judgment you didn't pay within 10 days. Okay? I've never seen firms, though, Mr. Capitan, file two separate actions, a just cause termination or non-payment of rent. They're ongoing at the same time. And if they're going to do that, there should be an indication to the judge, and the second filing should have to say there is another action pending. So I was just told you got another one there. One's in front of me and one's in front of Judge Hess. I'm not saying you, but your office. I've never seen them do this before. I've never seen any office do this before. So I don't know if there's just a some kind of misunderstanding or what have you, but I've never seen that happen. That's all I'll say about it.
I'm sorry, this is the first firm that does landlord tenant that I've been with. Practically, I've seen federal.
I've never seen them do that before. But anyway, we'll work it out next week.
We gotta take that phone out of here.
The phone has to leave, sir. Got to take the phone out. Phone's got to leave the building now, please. Guys, please. Sir, phone out of building.
Yeah.
We got signs all over. They have to be muted. All right, that's what I'm doing. Thank you both. Have a good day. Thank you.